All right, so I want to demo something I was working on over the weekend after getting back from Laracon. An idea from Pete Bishop that came via John Coster. They were talking about wouldn't it be cool if Statamic could edit Laradocs Markdown files, because it's just a bunch of Markdown files with YAML front matter, which is how we store our flat file data. And also Matt Stoffer was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, what if Statamic could edit Jigsaw Markdown files? And honestly, the only thing holding that back is just some internal wiring as far as where it looks for files and what it does with them and puts them back. So I sent my clankers after it this weekend and have a really good proof of concept that just needs some team review to make sure it's like the right approach. But I totally think this is something we could release, package up drivers for Laradocs, for Jigsaw, and potentially other platforms, maybe hide PHP and things I don't even know about that aren't on my radar. But basically, it'd be a great way for anybody to use the Statamic control panel to edit Markdown files and let you not have to port everything over if you don't want to, or run side by side. And so you can use Sidecar in addition to whatever else you're using, and have some of it managed by Statamic vanilla and some of it by your whatever package you're using. So I'm going to show you kind of how it works real quick. So I get rid of this AI generated image. And here I've got the Sidecar running Laradocs. So we've got just a kind of basic Laradocs demo site here, which is basically intended to be a Mintlify drop-in replacement. So kind of just grab all that stuff for the Mintlify site, plop it in Laravel, and then boom, you've got everything kind of the same here. So we've got just a stock vanilla, everything exactly kind of following the docs from Laradocs site. But if we go back here to this little front landing page, this homepage is managed by Statamic, and we'll just link over to the control panel where I can sign in. So I'll just do that, jacketstatamic.com, log in the control panel. And now over in collections, we've got this documentation page, which is the Laradocs site. So all of those Markdown files that are there by default. So if we go here, there's Jigsaw, I'll show you that in a second. If we go to, let's see where they have everything stored. It's in docs, the stocks folder. So you've got these Markdown files. They're nested just the way they're supposed to be. This nesting is managed the same. So if we were to, let's just, for example, pop open the front site here, go to the docs, and then look at the getting started. So we have installation and then concepts. If we over here move installation down and then save those changes, come back and refresh. Installation is down the bottom, concepts at the top. This works for all the nesting. You can rearrange, drag stuff all over the place, and kind of honestly make it a whole lot easier to move some of the stuff around. Great. Also, jump into, let's go to the installation page, right? Come in here, we've got our Markdown editor. You can do, full screen, write your docs, pop back, make your changes, installation, made changes. You can add your tags, you can edit the badges, just any of that front matter is just wired up automatically to some Statamic custom fields. Save and publish, come back, refresh, installation, made changes. You can even use live preview. So now you can write your site, move things around, and write, preview your changes as you're writing, which is pretty freaking cool. So that works great. Same thing, essentially, with Jigsaw. So here's a Jigsaw site. If we come over and look here, we've got Jigsaw stuff, Jigsaw pages, everything kind of stock Jigsaw. Pop over to the control panel. jacketstatamic.com. Log in. Let's go. I like light mode, so we'll go over there. In collections, we have documentation, which is again now powered by Jigsaw, and the same thing works here too. So if we were to take a look at the front of the site, go to docs, we have the same schema, same folder structure, site, whatever hierarchy. Everything's here. Edit the navigation page. You can edit all your Markdown here. You can pop open live preview. Same experience. And then under the hood, you've got everything's running. Here's the Jigsaw site. Everything in Jigsaw kind of runs in this source. So here's all of your Blade stuff in the source directory. And I honestly forget where they put their content, but we can find that real quick. So example would be like navigation.md. Oh yeah, everything's just in source. So yeah, here's that docs folder. And Statamic is really just looking at this folder and saying, hey, this is a collection, edit everything in there. And really all it does, all the only changes it really makes is it injects this ID, which Statamic needs under the hood to manage the stash and like the indexing and all that kind of stuff. So as long as you're fine with it injecting like a UUID into your content, boom, it pretty much just works, which is really freaking cool. So I've got a PR open right here. You can check it out, try it out for yourself. Kind of the way it works is this PR has some under the hood rewiring to let us abstract where Statamic looks for those files, those markdown files, and then a little bit about how like index pages work and how navigation is managed. And then you just have individual drivers for each platform. So like there's a Statamic Sidecar, Statamic Sidecar Laradocs package and a Jigsaw package also on GitHub here. So if we went over, you can see this right here. And here's the little adapter so you can use Sidecar Statamic with Laradocs. Hopefully this will be a pretty cool way for Statamic to be even more useful for people and be a little less of a barrier to entry, because you can use the Statamic Core free version really as like this built-in Markdown editor for your sites, and you don't have to buy a pro license or anything. This all just works. Hope you like it.